Hello. Okay, hello guys and welcome to MRL Tier 1 Season 9 Round 5, and it's the German Grand Prix here at the Nürburgring at the 24-hour circuit, and it's gonna be an interesting Tier 1 race today, tonight shall I say, as we can see from the picture there as well. A driver that I'd like to highlight, very familiar with this track, Sirius. One of the top drivers in the world from what we've seen, and well, it's the facts apparently. So we'll be seeing if anyone can challenge him tonight. There's also Ridwan, I think, can try him to challenge up. Then we've got some interesting drivers here who can maybe throw some surprises into the mix. But yeah, let's see what happens. It's gonna be a 4-lap race, so the concentration needs to be one of the key factors here for the whole race, as it's a very long track with a lot of corners. I know from experience it can be really hard then for the entirety of the whole race, as Ricky joins the lobby, so you could have everyone then. The qualifying gets underway in 1 minute. As we are looking if there is any lobby issues. Oh, and Belvica has left the room, so that is definitely something like that then. And yeah, the clock struck 7, but I don't think we'll be starting now. Sorry, it will be a small delay. Yeah, he's joined the room as 7 minutes started the qualifying. That was poor timing, but they will join after qualifying, I guess. But yeah, 10 minutes, so the drivers will have to be pretty speedy on the auto lap, and then they need to nail it because they only have 1 lap on this very challenging circuit. Usually we've seen pretty big gaps in qualifying because of this. Yeah, you have to go pretty soon. You don't have much time to slack on the auto lap, but you want to avoid the traffic as well. Dalton cross there. 7 miles between them. Ooh, and last weekend's MRL 24 Hours of Le Mans was a great race. Yeah, it was a well-managed event with the time they had with the planning, and good patience from the admins secured a good event for everyone, and it was really fun. So if you want to join for the next one, then yeah, we'll be probably doing one pretty soon in Gran Turismo 7, so stay tuned for the future of the league. We will also be changing it up pretty big with some key stuff, regarding the drivers, but I'm not gonna go too deep into that. So yeah, the qualifying not actually 10 minutes, because they are gonna make the 8-minute lap again, so it's gonna be a pretty long one. Yeah. So this track among the drivers is pretty mixed in my opinion. Some people think it's a favorite track, some people hate it, and then some people are neutral. But yeah, I think I'm with the neutral. I think it's a very cool track, but sometimes a bit annoying in the race. But yeah, it's definitely really cool to drive it, especially at night. Yeah, actually, I don't know from these drivers if they've been here, but I know that Stein, if you're watching, shout out to Stein, has been here in real life. So he should have been here. He knows this track with an advantage then. Also, fun fact: nearly 1,000 feet separate the highest and lowest points of the course. So that is a pretty steep climb in my opinion. Yeah. If this track is in GT7, then it would be pretty cool to do an endurance here. Five minutes of the out lap necessarily remaining, and then we'll get into what is the qualifying. But meanwhile, I will be pulling up the championship status for you right now for all these drivers. Jackson Turner still leading the championship by 16 points from Tyler Davidson, who's in P1 right now from Dalton Autosport, so we'll be following that battle. Then Victor Larsson P3, Nikita P4, Seb Mills P5. That's the top 5 there. We'll be looking to see if that changes at the end of the race. You never know what happens at Nürburgring. carousel here. Nice corner. Hello Aston in the chat. Seth Milsey with the Vipers, huh? You're gonna break it. Following the Toyota of Evan there closely. Follow Aston has joined the room. Hey, let me invite him for the commentary. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back as the first driver, Tyler here, is starting their lap. Let's go on board with them in the Supra. Starting the over 8-minute lap, usually. Yeah, the furthest driver right now is Jackson here, who's on the back straight. His teammate there, Ridwan, in front of him. They're maybe gonna try to utilize some slipstream, which is a strange choice here at the Nürburgring, but yeah. Hello Aston.
Hello.
Can you commentate with me too?
I need to see if the race is being restarted for Belvika.
I think.
Okay, if it is, then I'll probably end up racing.
I'm not hosting, but I think it is.
Yeah. Because we don't have a second driver yet because Jack got fired.
Well, talk with Seb then to see what he does, but...
Yep, but if I can't, then I'll be with you, so... I'm guessing everyone is only just starting their laps now.
Yeah, they are.
Cool. Sirius is back.
Yeah, for this race, I think. And he is dangerous here, so he has a very good chance at the victory, in my opinion.
Yep, different car now, but the same driver, so he knows this track better than probably anyone in MRL. Yeah. So it would be surprising for him not to be closer to the top than it would be if he was.
Swick pick with 1.5 seconds of penalties on the qualifying lap. Not wise, not wise.
Yep. It was the first race with JMR in their new colours as well.
Home race for the manufacturer.
Home race for a couple of manufacturers.
Yeah, it is.
BMW, Mercedes. No, it's no Mercedes then. Surprisingly. Hang on. Yeah, of course, this is probably the race that if you wanted to win, then it would be the hardest to do it. Longest track on the calendar by far, easily the most challenging circuit, and the longest, of course, around 8 minutes is usually the lap times. So there's plenty of mistakes for time to be lost and gained.
Yeah, usually pretty big gaps here in the qualifying session.
Yeah, even the smallest mistakes will cost you a lot of time. So we could say iSirius, he's got to be the favourite for pole here, other than probably Tyler, who's got the Supra, which is very good for this track.
Yeah.
If he makes a mistake on his lap, he could easily find himself 5th or 6th on the grid.
We're gonna be following Tyler and Jackson because they are championship rival. They're separated by 16 points currently. Jackson currently giving a tow for Ridwan. I think the roles were swapped before, but then something might have happened.
Yeah, it's a bit of an interesting strategy from... You'd think most drivers on a track like this will opt for lots of clean space on their laps, just to make sure that they can do as best as they can, but deciding to follow each other. You see Ridwan's gaining lots of time on Jackson through the lap already.
Belvika having some sort of moment in the chat.
Not probably the thing that drivers wanting to see.
Yeah, and he
will
saying
about the
gaps.
Jono Millsy and Christian Vines. Jono probably costing Christian a lot of time here because these two are right together on the track.
Yeah.
Jono, I think, had a spin and it's costed him to be right in front of the ghost car.
Yeah, you shouldn't really overtake on the qualifying lap, but now they're touching, and there's a third car joining, is Fragile Dark.
Yeah, so lots of time going to be costed for Christian there, unfortunately.
Yeah, and maybe
he's
Fragile
gone
Dark
into
too.
AI mode, so... No, he's going to pause mode. But, okay. Morgan...
Oh, Morgan is round, Morgan is round. We activate the replay, let's see what happened from third person view of Fragile Dark, so Morgan Hitchens. Yeah, just overshot the corner. Maybe a bit distracted by the BMW in front there.
Interesting seeing Naterman is this long flat out section, he hasn't shifted up into 6th gear for any of it. He definitely lost time, unless that's a strategy that he's been taught by his teammate, who of course is... Oh! That's iSirius is round!
Let's activate the replay, let's see what happened. Third person view.
On the grass.
Let's see, he's coming to this left-hander here on the downhill, and yeah, it's just a tire on the grass, and this shows you how a slight mistake can ruin the whole lap for you in this track. And now iSirius maybe not even the top 5 contender right now.
Yep, so this puts Tyler and Ridwan in a very good position.
Yeah,
they've got to be the favourites. Ricky also is usually very good around the Nordschleife. New car for this season again. Of course, the last time that he was on pole here would have been in the Lexus a few seasons ago.
Yeah, the thing that iSirius has to do now is just not get frustrated and get focused again and finish the lap to minimize the damage.
Yeah, it's gonna have lost him a lot of time, but you've got to keep going with that, even with the mistakes, because 8-minute long lap time is, you make a one mistake, loads of other drivers will benefit, and if you don't finish your lap and let the other drivers make mistakes, then you can't capitalize any positions.
Yeah, Ridwan and Jackson catching Fragile Dark. who spun. Let's see. Oh, and
Oh, and he
Fletcher
spins
Dark
again.
spins in front of them. That was fairly good timing.
Yep. Red One probably happy that he doesn't have to deal with that car getting in his way.
Yeah.
But we'll see Tyler in the final corners now. This has been actually a very good lap for Tyler, so this will
Yeah, it
be
has. It's a really good lap.
looking like under set 8 minutes lap for Tyler.
It's a 7:59 flat. Very good lap by Tyler. Let's see, iSeries is gonna go way past that with the mistake.
iSirius is going to be probably around the 8 minute 9 mark, so about 10 seconds off of off of Tyler.
Yeah,
Because of that spin.
really
Even with that
disappointing.
spin, only losing 10 seconds on Tyler is probably a good lap for him.
Yeah, Seb Mills is just losing out on him. Ricky as
Ricky
well.
goes before. Big still has 1.2 seconds of penalties.
By the
somehow.
way, judging as from Belvica has left, the lobby will not be restarted. Evan coming up to the line, can't match his teammate. Nature Man. He's gonna land about the same time as his teammate. Actually quicker! It's a good lap from Nature Man, P2. Jono Milsey keeps it in P9. What about Jackson and Ridwan? Ridwan takes the P2 and then Jackson P3. So Jackson and Tyler close for the race, the championship rivals. iSeries in P5 currently. Farchadok finishing the lap, stays P12. Here is your starting grid for the German Grand Prix. It will be interesting race here at the Nürburgring. It always is. Let's see as they are revving up. You have a good view of the lights. 4 red lights here at Nürburgring. And away we go. And as expected, Ridwan takes a great start. Goes to P1 because of the...
I think we're restarting because Seb is on the grid still.
Let's see, yeah, Seb, the lobby host is stuck. Restart, okay. So, be patient.
Jono's still driving around.
Yeah. Okay, they have exited.
Okay. I will now leave you to go race.
Oh,
Okay.
goodbye.
Bye bye.
Okay, so Aston has left as the lobby got restarted, so he can go race now. So, we'll still have a good time alone here. It's gonna be an entertaining race. I am quite sure. Many surprises always in the Nürburgring. Yes, Seb Mills is going to edit the settings now. I mean, to edit the grid, and we will join you right back then. Think who the top 3 will be and send your comments then in the chat. There's plenty of drivers who could do it here with the surprises that this track offers. Okay, so we are waiting for a few drivers to enter, but yeah. Did you know that, well, this is a pretty common thing, but some newer people the racing might not know that it's like an open road, the Nürburgring 24-hour track, and you can go race, not race, please don't do that. You can go drive the track yourself, and the interesting thing, you can see a video on YouTube. If you crash to the barriers there, how much it cost, because I think it was like 10k or something after all the repair jobs is done. So please don't go speeding there. There's like lots of incidents there every day, so, or every time they allow cars to go on it. So yeah. Setting the grid. Everyone entered. And we will get on our way with the 4-lap race. Be patient. We're gonna be right back with it. The grid is set, I believe. Seb Milsey may be typing in the chat that he's gonna start now. Here we go. Let's hope we don't have any issues this time around. Seb Milsey has started the final. Okay, and here's your starting grid again without the... Okay, we still have the times, that's good. Except from Apollo Aston, who will be joining us as a reserve. So, we will give it a second try. It is forward lights, and away we go here at Nürburgring, and it seems that everyone is getting away well. The third having trouble there with one, and Jackson decking the 1-2 for Fast Forma Esports. Tyler there, oh, and iSerious that is driving up the inside, causing some mayhem in turn 1. There's a much squabbling going on right now in the middle of the field. Let's see who gets off well from this battle. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. That was a mini car bunch there, caused by a dive from iSerious. Bit of a strange move, but Tyler now trying to take the lead from Seb Milsey. Seb Milsey in P2, good steps from him. Ricky defending from Natureman, meanwhile Apollo Aston and Swigbeak going side by side. Apollo Aston with a good start from B13. Swigbeak trying to make the move stick from the outside. He's now got the inside line. Teammate John Milsey creeping behind there, trying to get past Apollo Aston as well. They both managed to do it, I think. I series now in P4, looking for it on Red 1 before we exit the stadium section of the track. And I don't think he could get it done unless he dives for it now, but not enough room. And this is where the fun begins, guys. Anything can happen now. As you can see, a nice straight line of cars there. Tyler still leading away, which is impressive. An impressive start from the Toyota driver, with the starts of that car usually being very bad with the turbo lag. Now the driver is settling into the truck, waiting for others to make a mistake. And as we almost jinx Fragile Dark there, who's having a bit of trouble with the back of that Aston Martin. Reed 1-2 turns behind Sepp Millisi. Maybe looking for it. He's looking for it in both directions. Touches the grass and runs out of space there, flashing the lights to Sepp Millisi. This is a spot where many drivers go off on lap 1. Jono Millisi and Fragile Dark battling for it. They touch a bit. Jono Millisi in P10 right now. Oh, and Red 1 looking really hungry for that P2 to get to Tyler. So is I serious, I know. Must definitely be after that mistake in qualifying, which cost him to start P5. The line of cars there moving all together, maybe just pressuring others to make a mistake. I seriously looking for the move as well, but a narrow track. You're gonna have to be patient. Ooh, and now serious making a slight mistake there. Dropped to P5 by Jackson. Tyler is enjoying this, running away with the lead. The series students away from Jackson. Let's see if they will be able to leave the bunch behind them. Maybe now would be an opportunity to be looking at a move. Red 1 has been looking really hungry all race for that P2 from Sepp Millisi as we go on board now. Going for the move down the inside. And makes it stick on the straight. That was a very nice move from them. Going on the curb a bit, losing the rear of the car. Oh, and Jackson and I serious color. Let's see. We will activate the replay. We are on board of I series now. Yeah, they're going to this corner here. Yeah, just run out of space there. Really, I will not analyze that incident too much now, but that will be maybe looked at after the race then by the stewards, if there is need to. Jackson dropped to P6, which is pretty pivotal for his championship rival Tyler up in P1 right now. Was a Millisi running a bit wide there? Maybe trying to leave some room for I-Series as well, who looked like he was coming through there. serious? Really looking aggressive. 7 milsi. Almost going off. Having a touch at the gravel there. And still defending from I-Series pretty aggressively. He doesn't wanna left that position slide cheaply. Apollo Aston and John Milsey battling for the P10. I-Series still not getting past by 6 minutes. The time will come on the back straight though for most of the attempts. Ricky 2 tenths behind section. Stay in there the straight. Let's see, guys. How will he choose to make it? It would be wise to leave it very late in the straight. Do not allow a switchback. And he does exactly that. Let's hope he doesn't run out of speed here. Goes to the inside. Oh, now on the outside line though. Side by side with 7 milsi. And makes the move as we are entering the second lap of the race. And Seb Milsey under pressure from Natureman as well, teammate of I-Series. Oh, and Natureman round! Natureman round! As I was not kidding, I was sipping down on the water. I was just gonna compliment him on how he's improved, and now I was on some voodoo stuff, jinxing him there. Oh, god damn it. I'm so sorry for you, Natureman. It was going so good. But he can still recover though. There's half of the race to go. And a long half of the race. No, there's almost 3 quarters of the race to go. We've only gone 1 lap. We are only just beginning the second lap. Excuse me. And Ricky going purple. Looking for the move on Jackson before going to the twisty part of the track again. Doesn't get it done, not enough speed there. The uphill gap starting to come down a bit, except for Ricky and Jackson. Here we see. So we will spectate on board of Ricky now. Sees 7 millis there in the view in front of him. Looking good in the slipstream of Jackson. Getting close. Will he try to make a move in there? Jackson going defensive already. No, Ricky lifting off a bit, maybe not wanting to make the move. Possibly trying to get carried ahead by him. And maybe Jackson will guide Ricky to 7 milsi then. Yeah, lifting off, doesn't want to make the move. Too tight in here as well. That's where a lot of accidents happen, that corner. People are on the downhill like, oh, I wanna test the top speed of my car, like in real life, and then there's the sudden turn on the uphill, so be careful of that if you ever visit the Nürburgring. Oh, and Jackson was off there. Oh, I was just about to say he saved it, but with the amount of dirt on the tires, can't clutch it up, and he's lost by Ricky now. Just going to the grass here and yeah, carrying too much speed, can't brake there on the grass, obviously, so has to head towards the barrier, and now 3 seconds behind Ricky, who is 7 tenths behind Sepp. So patience once again coming to play here. If Ricky would have gone on a risky move there before, then it could have been different situation. What was I saying? 7 millispan. Well, I certainly wasn't wrong about Nürburgring with the surprises. Let's see on board of Seb here. He's going to the grass there, barely even. He didn't even think he was gonna spin, I think. It was that small of a margin there. He couldn't really do anything. I serious catching Ridwan now by having him in at the bay by 1 second now. But nice patience from Ricky there, bringing him the P4. Let's see how this battle will move forward. Let's see if iSeries can get the slipstream for the back straight. It's looking like it now took the carousel way better. And 2 tenths is the gap. Let's see if iSeries will be patient or trying to go for the move. On board with him right now. And yeah, they're gonna beat this lap, all of them quite predictably in the middle of the race after this lap. Ridwan capitalizing on all of the track. Gotta be really careful though. Not going for the move yet, which is a good choice at this spot of the race. No, oh, and Apollo Aston. We catch him going to the barrier there, but not many battles going on. Right now the gap's calming down except for this pair, so we will continue following them through the mini carousel. And now the back straight. iSeries will unleash all of the power from that GSM engine. Going for it early. Let's see if Ridwan can do the switch back. Oh, and they touch a bit, and iSeries is off. Not by much though, but Ridwan gets ahead before the pit stops. Ricky on the soft has to take the super soft now. Funny pit noise. Let's hear it from Seb. Tyler out of the pits. With the soft tire. When Ridwan struggling out of the pit box. Are you serious now? Creeping behind the Australian. Trying to make a move. Not enough space. Let's see. Maybe not a dive into here. Yeah, saving it for later. Unless he finds the space somehow. Oh no, but losing the rear of that Lexus just at the time. He had to put the power down. Pretends is the gap. Ridwan maybe a slight mistake there. It would be ideal for Sirius to make a move before the twisty section of the track. Looking for it around the outside now doesn't make it quite well enough. Ooh, but fakes Ridwan to the outside, but Ridwan defending well and Sirius not getting through. Oh, sorry guys. And as we follow this battle, I will calculate some championship positions between the top two. I think we are still in the F1 point system, so I will be using that. So, if we would finish like this, then it would be, if I'm correct, that Tyler is leading the championship by 1 point. Very interesting. Jackson has to get up some positions now. Well, 1 position to be leading the championship, but Seb Milsey not helping his case at all. Still following the battle for P2. The gap constantly very close. Let's see big gaps here behind. So we got Wine spinning. But Jackson and Mills is separated by 2 tenths though. Let's see. Three tenths. Yeah, maybe not many moves happening because of the nature of the track, which is wise. I serious though, now would be one opportunity. in the middle of the green hell. Looking for it to 6th gear on the slipstream. They touch a bit. This is where they touch with Jackson. Lifts off a bit. Will you make a move before the carousel? No, just can't. Red one may be going a bit deep, but it's not gonna be enough for the move for I-Series. Ricky creeping behind them in the picture. As we are gonna enter the last lap pretty soon, in the lead of Tyler, who's been dominating this race pretty much. I-Series looking hungry for the move. Not making it stick yet. Jackson has still survived in the hands of Sam Milsey now. Looking for the move on Apollo Aston. This could save him. Oh, and Apollo Aston has gone for a different move on the tire strategy, not pitting last lap. Trying to get an advantage for the last lap, but yeah, Jackson will be leading the championship when Aston pits. Tyler is doing all he can now. 5/10 just before the back straight between the P2 containers, and Reed one giving us a heart attack here. Going just a bit wide. Mr. GSM in the chat enjoying this. I-Series getting closer to Reed one before the straight. Tyler has arrived here already. Oh, Reed one going wide there for the straight. Oh, maybe tactical lifting off there, trying to get in the slipstream. And it's a drag race. Let's see who will get it done. Jackson, Reed one, getting confused with the car. Getting past I-Series with the slipstream. No, can't make the move. See if he can on the main straight though, but you're behind. Palo Aston is gaining slipstream from Seb Mills. He was just past him, but we enter the final lap of this race. Oh, when Reed one goes deep, is this the chance for I-Series? He's trying to switch a rule, but no. Reed one gets a good exit and the battle continues. Apollo Aston in the pits right now. For then still between them. Oh, and John will see. We catch him spinning there. One day, can I-Series get it on the stadium section? Nope, gap is too big to read one. Yoshi looking aggressive for it, but not quite making it stick at any point. Ridwan, very smart by him to lift off before that back straight. Otherwise the situation would be very different. Well, now it's just a battle with Ridwan and his school. Trying to keep it together. Also, it would be very beneficial for him to get I-Series out of that slipstream zone before that back straight. Soon approaching the halfway point of the final lap. Hard to get away here though, it's quite a high speed track even though there's a lot of corners. Yeah, not much happening behind. This battle is still the highlight of the ongoing race right now. Five tenths, constantly the gap between these two guys. I-Series pressuring on Ridwan. Four tenths. Oh, Ridwan goes a bit to the grass there, but still not being overtaken. And we have a battle, Fragile Dark and John O'Milsey. We've seen these guys do this many times in the past. Oh, but Fragile Dark losing the rear of the car. Oh, and weird one. Maybe making a fatal mistake. Can he stay ahead? I seriously looking for the move. Oh, and goes at it at a very tight spot and read one. No, that is the right move. Great sportsmanship by I serious there letting Ridwan pass after a bit of a controversial move it would have been. So they are wanting to do it properly for the lead. The second place. Tyler is in the lead of this race. He's starting to disappear from my mind with how much of a gap he has. Very dominant. It's looking all set for him if there is no major mistake. Tridents. It's before the final straight. Who will get it? They're gonna have to play their cards right at this straight then. That is the final opportunity for both of them to either keep the place or gain a place. Series has been looking very aggressive all race. He's certainly on the attack. 5/10 purple. Even looking for it now? No, maybe just trying to make everyone do something stupid there, but not going for it. Tyler on the back straight. We'll probably not see him cross the line with the battle for P2, but congratulations for him anyway. He will take the victory of this race. Very dominant, so congratulations to him and his team. But now, the battle at hand. Ridwan and Isears, it's a drag race to the line for the P2 last lap of the German Grand Prix. Ridwan trying to make the switcheroo, going for the slipstream. He has much less fuel than Isears. This will be a crucial moment. Does the Czech have enough speed? Yes, they go side by side. Ridwan is 20 thousandths ahead. They touch. Tyler wins the race. Ridwan goes to the inside. Oh, and there is a touch there. Ridwan not giving back the place. Or is he? Yes. So Ridwan thought he needed to give back the place there. Yeah, well, he probably knows better than me from his angle, so the right move by him. Great sportsmanship from both of the guys here, making mistakes but not capitalizing of them. You know, if it affected the other car. Jackson P5 still leading the championship by a few points. 7 minutes P6. Nature Man coming home P7 after the mistake. Could have been anything in this race really, but silly spin there in the first turn. So Apollo Aston from P13 and reserving to P8 with an interesting strategy which worked out good. And then Evan takes home the P10. Then it's gonna be DVT1, Fragile Duck and John Wilsey we are gonna be waiting for. 1.5 minutes to go. And when they finish, don't go anywhere as there will be some interviews at the end of this race. And DVT1 stakes to P11, the golden pineapple. Fragile Dark and John Willis is still having a battle for it. Fragile Dark slowing down actually. This might be the plan. Yeah, they're gonna have a drag race for us on this stream. Thank you guys. They are outside of the regular point position, so they are having a little show for us here. They're not maybe gonna finish though, half a minute left on the clock. I'm gonna show Fragile Dark's helmet because he seems to be spending a lot of time crafting them. We'll make it for the P12 though, before the clock finishes. Radical moves by Fragile Dark. When they both touch, and Fragile Dark takes the P12. And that there is your finishing positions. Congratulations to Tyler. Clean sweep. And stay tuned for the interviews, guys. Don't go anywhere. Okay, we have started a party with the uh, places 1 and 3. I could not find iSeries. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, mate.
Congratulations for that victory. You must be very pleased with your performance.
Yeah, very, very happy with it, to be honest. I was expecting Ridwan and Yoshi to just run away with it, so I'm very happy. I'm very surprised at myself. I'm really happy with it. So, yeah, I think I now go top of the championship on races 1. So,
Nope.
is it not?
No, there is a few points lead from Jackson. If he was P6, you would be leading by 1 point, I believe.
I thought I was 16 behind because I got fastest lap.
Oh well, yeah. Then it might be a bit different, but
Oh well, we'll wait and see, I suppose.
we will see then. But anyway, just the fastest lap, pole position and victory. So really good enough, gone better. 17-second lead, which to be fair, we didn't really expect from iSeries to be that far behind.
Yeah, I was surprised myself, to be honest. I mean, I'm not sure what happened. Turn 1, it looked like there was bowling, but I'm not sure who was at fault, so I'm not going to say anything. I just saw Seb Moses his way through from 6th to 1st. So
Yeah. Well, there was a dive from iSeries, but I didn't see if anyone touched him or something. The stewards are gonna look at that, but anyway, thank you for the interview and congratulations. And now we will move on with Ridwan when he will load in for us.
I am in.
Okay, well, congratulations for the podium there, B3. Could you say what happened at the end with iSeries?
At the end, well, on the straight, I knew he was behind me, so he overtook me through slipstream, and then because I have the straight line speed advantage in the Jaguar, I got him back at the end of the straight. But then going into the braking zone, he was forcing me a tiny bit wide, so I made sure I tried to get as straight line as possible and brake as late as possible, which he did as well. And I felt like I bumped him off a little bit, so I redressed it at the end. But I know from the turn 1 incident that I'm probably still gonna get P2 back, so it doesn't really bother
Yeah.
me. And considering I woke up for like 5 minutes before the race and did 1 lap, I'm happy with what I got.
Okay, well, it was a good performance from you. Were you happy with iSerious' driving, because he seemed to be very aggressive all race?
A lot of cursing was present in my party, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
He said sorry, so it is what it is. But like my guy, kind of took me out at turn 1, so yeah, we'll move on. 5 more rounds.
yeah. So anyway, good performances from both of you guys, and thank you for the interview. I will go to sleep now, and we will see you
4
Sunday
a.m.
for the
Nice.
Tier 2 race. And good night.